Podcast. Read all about it. When it comes to podcasting, we are number one. All these sponsors ready, the big stuff ready, the internet above the shutting up. Welcome to the Friday, Hey Arima,
Hey Digo,
hey Brooklyn,
Big up Canada,
hey Caroline,
Long Dong in Tobago,
Shady Life, UK London, Shady Life, everybody there, Shady Life. Why?
Friday in the place.
Random singing.
Wow, Friday in the place.
Take your phone on.
Shady Life,
Hey dog,
Shady Life, Debbie,
Patrina,
Shady Life, Jacksonville, Shady Life,
Todd, Kellyanne,
Shady Life, Sadie and Joanna, Shady Life,
everybody just Shady Life. Friday,
and
line, start the show.
Babla people like you know.
Check.
Pizza. Pizza. Pizza.
Share the live. Share the live. You're watching Fry Bacon Live, the #1 podcast in Trinidad.
Boom, bang, fry bake. Line, you rest it. You rest it, babe. You gotta rest. Hear me now. Fry bake. Line. Right? Way boy.
Hey, Arima.
Yeah.
Hey, Digo.
You trying?
El Sikoro. Big up Canada.
Trying, boy.
Yeah, boy.
I like your hard though.
Let me hear. Oh, well.
Good. Easy.
I make in the place.
Easy. Yeah, let me do yeah, boy. It's
Yeah, boy.
happening.
Yeah, boy.
It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening.
It's happening.
Legal! Forgetting knobs all kind of things. Let me don't force it. It's happening. It's happening. It's too much going on. Too much vocals.
Where all the viruses in the country that's
Oh my God, you sound like a
around
you
carnival.
sound like a dude.
Well, at least you know I'm not a dude.
I know that for sure.
Right. Move on from that real quick now. You
Pa
could
pa
do-
pa
You could do
pa.
that. You could know that in my face too.
Pa 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 pa.
Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-dum, dum, dum. Oh, Shad, hey.
All you hearing us? Let us know if you're hearing us
hearing us.
clearly.
Hey, Ria.
Nice. All you would have done say already, you're not hearing us. Man, good evening. Who down there? Watch me. Big up everybody in the live. Good afternoon. We want to say thank you so much for being with us this afternoon because all it could have been anywhere else. People down in the savannah.
Well, this evening is Skinner Park,
the
Saturday.
Skinner Park.
It's Skinner's Park,
The diehards, you know.
Saturday.
Yeah.
So it's the semi-finals of what do they call it? The big yard
Calypso
is
Monarch.
Calypso Monarch.
So that's,
Hashtag, no, that's not the masquerade. The masquerade is something totally different.
yes.
Right. Well, at least I asking questions. I'm not pretending to know.
Panorama is something completely different as well.
Well, I know pan is pan, JD. I just mixed up the big yard with the next yard.
So what is it? What is the masquerade?
The masquerade is the thing we sing for the last time, where they just have the
Right.
queen, the winners of all the events.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just mixed it up.
All right. Nisa.
You look nice in your two colors.
Thank you very much. I'm rocking the pink and the turquoise. What is this? Turquoise?
Yeah,
Turquoise blue? Yeah.
green.
Turquoise.
Turquoise is blue, but that is kind of greeny. Hey, Cindy. Well,
Sup?
let's say goodnight to everybody who is on the live. Ria is over there on the YouTubes.
Afternoon to Ria. Good evening. Ria, sorry, Ocean. Good evening. Everybody, Betty, good evening. If you are here, we just want you to say, drop a little lines and say we watching. Good evening. Let us know, how your weekend going. Of course, we have a pack Vice Holiday this evening, Friday Can Lime. Let's get into the business one time now. Let's pull it up here. Yeah, that background is making it sound like if it's radio, but we ain't doing that. All right, we want to say good evening. Thank you so much to Little Caesars. Always drop a bomb for Little Caesars. Always happy to sponsor us. They are our title sponsor.
Yes, sir.
Right through. And right now they have it's this time where person's family coming down. You understand? They're coming from foreign. They're coming from New York, London, all over the place. They flock into Trinidad and Tobago. And when you know you're going and checking your family members, some persons on the road, not everybody that follows us on the podcast, not everybody here is Christian people. Not everybody inside. There are people outside. They're moving. They're with their family. They're up and down the road. So watch me. If you're up and down the road and you're looking for a hot, tasty, on the go pizza, make no mistake. Let me tell you, let me bring it here. Right? Listen, man. Make no mistake. Little Caesars is definitely the number one when it comes to quality, speed, and price and taste, my friends. You understand?
Never disappointed. I just needed to say that. My
Never.
favorite, if you have not tried it as yet, is the 3 meat. Please give it a try. You're going to love it. I'm just saying.
Yeah. So they have the $90 hot and ready cheese topped with pepperoni. That is just hot and ready means you just walk in, it's done there already. It's hot. They have it in the heater just waiting for you. Bam. $90 gone. You and your friend. If you're like JL could eat a whole pizza by herself, I'm
You
sure.
too, you could eat a whole pizza by yourself. I feel like you just give me the four that is actually mine because
Right? So they have the topped with extra cheese. This extra cheese, I feel I want to try this, This
Okay.
$90 one with the pepperoni. We're going. We want to go for it tonight?
You wanna go for it? But by the time we finish the pod, it might not be open.
Nah, man.
But we'll see.
We go me. I want this tonight.
But we'll see.
Because you see this extra cheese with that pepperoni, I want that. All right, so go check them out. And of course, they still have the Crazy Puffs, which happens to be my absolute favorite.
For the kids
It's
at
for the kids,
heart.
and it's really for the kids at heart. It is cup-size bites of delicious pizza in a cupcake size. All right, it's available in pepperoni, hula Hawaiian, and three cheeses, three cheese,
Three
and,
che- hey, that's
three
a
cheese
tongue-
and herbs.
That's a tongue twister. Three cheese.
Three cheese. Yeah.
Right.
That is what that is, all right? This is a whole vibe. So it's pizza, yes, but have a different taste it. You have to go and check it out you all yourself, all right? So those are our two prime sponsors. And, of course, we cannot go a step further without this right here. What is this? What is this, JD? Well, it's called Aurora. Aurora is Nisa in full-blown concert, full backgrounds, full band. And that's all we're going to say for now. So we want you to save the date.
Do
The
people
date is
do concerts without bands?
Yeah.
And without backgrounds?
Cartel. He do a whole stadium in Jamaica.
With
last
no
month.
band?
Not a band yet.
Okay.
Not a background yet.
Okay, vibes.
Just tracks and a stadium. And you know Jamaica Stadium bigger than we own.
Yeah.
By
Well,
twice, I think.
To each their own. I good with tracks too, but I understand that the live band and the live is just a whole different vibes.
Cartel says a party and fully stadium. I say, well, all right, but this is not what that is. Aurora is full band and so much surprises. So this is what we want Oli to do for Nisa, for myself, for our whole team and family, you know. Yeah. Save the date, the 24th of the 5th month, 24th of May,
24th of May.
right? It's happening.
2025, 3 months from now. Get your bellies in order. I say in belly because, you know, ladies, we want to lose weight for events. So make sure that you're looking nice, that you're comfortable for Aurora. All right?
Aurora dropping just now. Of course, if you're watching this and you love what we do here and you want to send that love and show us this is how you support us, you could do this with PayPal. PayPal me/JD's vlog. And that's going to help us with the expenses that we have for the podcast. And yes, they are expenses because the stream that we operating on, it is a bill and it's very costly. All the equipment as well. If you're in the tri-state area out there in New York, you say, hey, we use Cash App. We have our own Cash App. Drop a bomb for that. You could, send us your support as well to help us offset some of these bills because things kind of expensive. You understand?
Let me say goodnight to some of the people in the live. I think I glimpsed Sadie. I can't be certain. I think I saw her name. Want to big up Ocean. Ocean is our share tracker as well as our friend. So she would let you guys know or remind you guys to share the live. Amika, thank you for the compliments. She says somewhat pink. Love a guy in pink. Then she says, Nisa, you look lovely in yellow. There you go, Sadie. Sadie saying hello to somebody. And Amika, yes, the flu. When I was younger, I would hear people saying, it's flu season. And I'm like, what are they talking about?
I had no idea that it's a thing. And it is.
But apparently this thing is a thing.
Yeah.
Somebody told me today, we don't know if it's the foreigners coming through. What happens in Trinidad and Tobago or in other parts of the world when everybody does just get these nasty viruses. And I sound... JD said like a dude, but I don't know. It feels really strange. I have no reach, nothing. But God is good. At least I have a voice. Ocean, we're gonna let you know about tickets. There are so many parts to this thing to work out, chicks. So I don't know what to tell you just yet.
Yeah, right. So of course we know it's the Saturday before Carnival. We know that persons are out and about and whatever. So many persons are ready say, listen. We might be around, but we know we're going to catch the podcast on the rerun, which is pretty good.
It's still a vibes, yes.
It's still a vibes.
Is that
That's
rain?
rain?
Oh no, it's just a very loud truck.
Yeah. So which is still a vibes because persons, and Nisa, plenty people is catch the podcast
After.
on the rerun.
Yeah, I know.
Because when we finish the live, by the time Monday, Tuesday, we have like 20,000 views.
Yeah.
The last one, from the time we finished, by the 2 days after, it had like 40,000 views. So people really, really watch. A lot of people watch after, right?
Sadie, I want to thank you for the oil. I
But
think
share the life. Thank you, Ocean.
oil of oregano. Sadie told me that that's good for our immune system. So this is my second day of taking it. Hi, Vicky.
What it
Vicky
is?
Lewis is over there on YouTube. Hi, Vicky. Ocean says I would show up. Is there a reason you put that on your screen without voicing it?
Oh, no,
Or
sorry.
you just put it up and you lose track one time?
Sorry. Get well soon, Nisa. That could vary. That cold could be very bad. It took me out.
I
a
can't
month ago.
afford.
I had a 3 week. When I had it 3 weeks ago.
I can't afford the month now. Yeah, you had it. Yeah.
No, 2 week before.
Nah, it was longer than that.
Why does it? I need somebody. We need. Need to start to hire people because we need somebody to tap the screen and you look at that. Would you look at that?
You will come back into focus just now. You just have to relax yourself. Good night, Melissa Richards. Julia, you can they order, They not order, they deliver. I don't know where you're located, but you can order your Crazy Puffs if you want. There's a East Gates. There's a Little Caesars now in East Gates. If anybody of you live around those parts, you can order your Chiefs Puffs.
Yeah, East Gates and wherever Little Caesars are. I feel I but definitely wanna go and check out the extra cheese. So I was sick last week. I lost weight. You understand? Lose weight. I felt it. I put on a particular jersey that I know this fit my little, right?
Yeah, a little slack.
I was sick for 2 days and all, yeah. Just 2 days. How is that possible to lose weight in 2 days
Is that a real question? Because that's
and then no
so-
weight and then put it back on
that is a real question, JD.
the day after?
The sickness that you had would have taken nutrients out of your body. You were not able to eat. Then you're losing water weight as well. So obviously your body will conform to that. And then when you start back to eat and drink normally, you will just put back on the size. It's not like you lose a whole set of weight from walking around the savannah and all of that.
I
But
was
what
so
trouble is-
excited. I was so happy. I pour on the jersey here, man. I lose weight, boy.
Yeah, you lose a little thing.
And then
Amika said-
it just come back, boy. Watch. Look,
But you're still pulling in, and I know you're.
no, I'm not pulling in.
I
Like,
see it. You're pulling in.
I
You
am
don't see too.
not. No, watch.
JD,
I'm not pulling in. Look at it. No, there's me pulling in. Watch me. I want to get my belly here. Well, you see that? Watch that.
you know when you're pulling your back, they start to hurt. Watch how you're pulling in.
My whole spine hurts a minute, yes.
Yeah, Amika says stay away from dairy with cold. Yeah, we're not really dairy persons. Although I did have some cricks and cheese.
I like milkshake these days. I like milkshake.
Why does watch me like that when you're talking?
Oh,
Like it is just like watch.
I mean,
Like his linger. Like it's be weird. So like let me
So who
demonstrate.
you wanna watch?
Let me demonstrate it, right? So we're talking to the pod, we're talking to the people, right? So you say da, 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 da.
I like that. We're talking
And-
to the pod.
And then then you say, and I lose weight, But this is what you do. And I lose weight. It's almost like you want me to say, remember I know, yeah? It's almost like you want me to say, you lose weight, wait. But I'm
That
just
is
like,
that is not true. I'm speaking to you. So I said, I lose weight,
right.
But who you want me to watch somebody
I
else?
will show you when it happening again.
Okay.
Vicky says she's on YouTube and she's also on Facebook. Big up you.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, man. So, Nisa,
So
look absolutely gorgeous, beautiful. How was your week?
I appreciate it. I had a hard week.
You don't like to be tired.
No, the older I've gotten, I just value my sleep. And when I'm sleepy, I'm very cranky. Work was a vibe, but I feel like I have a low threshold from the time it's 6 o'clock, I'm ready to go in my bed. When I was younger, I used to laugh at daddy. Daddy, droop, news now start, News. We had to watch news. And from the time he sit down, he going, I'm getting to that age.
You saw the clip with the lady who was sitting on in the stands and a bald head lady and her head was on steam because they said she had a hot flash.
That's a lie.
If I
That's a lie. That's a lie.
I saw it on TikTok just now. Let me go and find it.
But anyway, yeah, so my week was I had a good week. I bless God for that. I bless God for the fact that I have a job. But I hate being sick, bro. Like I just don't like it. I have coughed so much that this part of my body literally hurts. If I try to laugh or if I sneeze or any further coughing, it is so painful. So, the week could have been better, but still vibes. How's your week?
It was pretty good. I'm trying to find it. I ain't seeing it, boy.
But you figure that now, it's fake.
There we go. Look.
That is not real.
Look at it.
They're seeing it?
Let me go. I'm going to put it up for them. I'll tell you. How do I do this again? One
nothing.
second.
Hey, good night, Ria. Nothing. Hey, Jillian. I don't believe nothing I see on the internet again. Nothing. Nothing. Can you believe anything that you see on the internet these days? If so, we could watch a movie with them. I'd see Netflix come up.
Yeah, look. Look at it there. It is real. It is real. It was on TikTok.
Let me see the comments.
Wow.
We don't want to hear.
That is crazy. Her head is like literally.
And it's no
Her head is like literally inflamed.
I'll have to Google it.
It is true.
That is
What's the original
crazy.
video?
And look at her
On
facial
TikTok.
expression too.
This was
Wow.
I'm not hearing nothing, right? I'm hearing nothing. I don't know. Anyway, so that was it.
Yeah, so what was the importance of that, though?
Because it was talking about, I just know how you like the conversation of pre-menopause.
It's
and
Perry. If you've heard me say it over and over, I think you should learn the correct terms for it. Hi, Maureen. It's not that I like JD. Good night to every woman over 40 on this live. I have started, I believe, going through perimenopause. And I'm trying to share the symptoms with JD, and he is not taking me seriously, almost making fun at times.
I'm not making, I
About the
never
fact
made fun.
that-
I just feel like you excited about this thing.
It's not that I'm excited. If I
I told
am-
you let's go to the doctor.
I don't need
so
to go to the doctor.
could prescribe, not prescribe, could diagnose if you really that or not. But you see, you don't need the doctor.
I
That's
don't
all
need
I'm
the
saying.
doctor. I don't need the doctor because I know what's happening in my body. I know what it is. That's what I seen. Good night, Maureen, again. I could go to the doctor for them to make you feel better because I already know what's happening in my body.
So what you will say if you go there and you say, nah, I'm not seeing any reason. You ain't start no perimenopause.
That is impossible. So I started menstruating at the age of 9, which means I started early, which means I'm most likely going to end early. Right? If you don't want to have the conversation respectably and open your mind to learning, then I would stop having the conversation. You understand? I know what's happening in my body. So I'm not saying run to Google for everything, but you know, your body does speak to you, and you could do your little research and this, that, and the other. And I've seen a lot of things happening with me that are consistent with the symptoms of perimenopause. I'm not excited, but I'm like, oh my God, this is happening. Look, JD, this is happening. That. So it's not excitement. I'm just sharing it.
So it's wrong for me to say, okay, I understand, babe, but let's go by the doctor and hear.
No,
the
I never
doctors.
said it was wrong. I just said I don't need the doctor to, what's the word, to confirm it, because I know. There was this time I went to the doctor because I was getting chest pains and other things, right?
Yeah, and you didn't know.
Hold on, sir. I was feeling ill and whatever, and they told me I need to take a pregnancy test. And I laughed at them. And I said, I don't need to take a pregnancy test. I'm not pregnant. And the nurse was like, no, you have to take a pregnancy test. You don't know. I'm like, now there were many reasons I knew why I wasn't pregnant, right? But the nurse telling me, you have to take a pregnancy test. You never know, Check me what? I know I'm not pregnant, but I'm still going to go to take this test just to appease you, nurse. But I know I'm not pregnant. So I saying, hey, Cheryl.
You want to hit the desk anymore? Please.
When you start to go through your men-life crisis, I go hear about you.
But the difference is,
All you have
men
symptoms.
don't have to go through midlife crisis.
What?
We don't have to.
What are you talking about? Everything the woman goes through, there's a male thing for it. Our bodies change and your bodies change as well.
A midlife crisis is a mental thing. It's like, if I want it, I don't want it. I don't want it. It's not something physical. You understand? It's not a medical thing. It's not something. You see, like how your ovaries shrinking and that kind of thing, and because it's shrinking, then you have menopause.
When our ovaries shrink, I think your brains are shrinking even more.
That's not true.
I think.
Anyway, back to the facts. There are many men that never went through midlife crisis.
Who? Like who? Who you know? Who you know that never? First of all, I don't even see you having healthy conversations, except if Pharaoh passed through, or probably Max passed through or something. But who, man, that I could say, yes, I see men talking, and all this sharing issues about, well, JDI went through thing. This is a real thing. Tell me, because I've not seen it.
On work?
JD, don't do me that. Don't try to aggravate me.
On work. There are many men on my job up to now. They're in their 60s and they never went through no midlife crisis.
They don't know what they're going through.
I am one of the men that I...
Men generally don't even like to talk. So, they ain't going to know because them don't even talk to themselves. A little prostate thing, or they doesn't even want to go and figure out what's going on down there.
We don't like people sticking thing up with bottom.
Well, good. So
just because we don't like sticks up with bottom,
good.
That mean.
And then somebody has to take care of all you when all you go get the little prostate.
You feel it's a long time. We don't have to do that no more, Gil.
Oh yes, it have a different method now. You learned something the other day because you went a little health fair. You're talking like you know that all the time. It's one thing you went.
Nobody can put no stick up my bum.
It's one little thing you went, but you know fine.
Hey, nobody can put no stick up my bottom.
I heard you the first, second, and third time. I'm not listening to you and you're trying to say it again. You don't know how to read a room. I'm not taking you on. I don't have conversations that do, they're making sense.
Not every man have to go through midlife crisis. That is something that is go through with men who never lived a fulfilled life. And they feel like they're missing out on things. So they want to go and tack back and wherever. You understand? So a man like me now, who passed through everything.
Hey, Spice Girl.
What midlife crisis I going on? What I go want to do? What? Parachute? I do that.
I can tell you.
Speed bike? I do that. Where want to thing again? Huh?
I can tell you.
Girls, women, this, that, rum, wherever.
Been there, done that, eh?
Wait, so what?
Been there, done that, eh?
Show me what my midlife crisis is going to look like. No, I want to put back my hair.
Midlife
and that's not a midlife crisis.
Yes, it was, because the last time we talked about it, right? They
I
get sad.
I may think...
You didn't talk to me for a whole 2 hours.
That did not happen.
That did not happen. What's going on with you?
That did not happen.
You're looking nice like a respectable
2 hours
man.
did not pass.
You have to put back this thing in your head.
I said, I am thinking about, I want to put my ras back.
I want to put back mine.
Because I feel people could just kiss my same bottom where the doctor and them just want to put up to test.
I go and put back my ras.
And if I want to put my ras back, I want to put it back. And nobody can make me feel this because it's a midlife crisis. It's my hair. Let me tell you what a midlife crisis would have been. It's somebody who in the close to 50s, like me, and never had a ras.
Right.
And they want to go and put in ras so they could start to look like, hey, now I'm the Rasta man. That is midlife crisis. But for me, with my ras inside in a bag, and I just want to feel, hey,
I am going to...
I can't really plat my hair today on the block,
What block? Well, I know anyway. Stop trying to aggravate me now. I don't tell you if you do what is to work, just let me know, Right? Dot says, hey guys, just popping in to say hi. Hi, 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 hi. Tell your visitors to have a great night. Right?
She said she tired. Yeah, we understand that. We understand that. If you're tired, you know,
Simply Natural
that's
over there
to
on
do.
YouTube.
You don't need to watch at the phone. Just, you know,
She has guests over, I think. That's what
Oh,
she
that's
said.
what she said?
Visitors have her busy.
Oh, that what she said. Visitors have her bit.
Yeah, your midlife crisis, how your eye ain't working hour. Yeah, you can't see.
All right, Dots. All right, Dots. We understand. But put it up on the TV. Go to YouTube, Dots. Find us on YouTube. Put it up on the big screen and just play in the background. That is what to do. You dig?
Hey, Mel. Right, it's Mel. Okay, I got you.
But Dots our party over by she and she invite we by. What's up, YouTube?
You know
It's
what
Simply Natural.
So you didn't just hear me say hi to them people?
No. I did not. And that have nothing to do with midlife crisis.
Well,
It's
me
8
and
o'clock. We need to jump into the thing right now, right?
Anyway, let me jump in.
Midlife. No, before we get in, tell me what you think my midlife crisis would look like. Tell me, I'm listening. I'm all ears. Go on, listening. Bye, Dots. Tell me.
Why you screaming? First of all, I have no idea what it would look like for you. Right? That's my absolute truth. But if I have to guess, I think it would have a lot to do with how people perceive you, and you would try to, you know, accommodate more than thing.
Like what?
I can't explain it. I don't think it would have anything to do with how you look and stuff, because if you are this age now and you're still dressing, you know, it's still
Dressing
very
how?
trendy. You're not listening, boy.
Okay, I thought they were going to say dressing very like young people. Go ahead now. Go ahead,
Train
understand.
up a child in the way they should go.
Understand?
Right. So I'm saying it may not have any bearing on how you look and stuff, because I've never seen you overdo it with dress or underdo it. You know, you feel to look this way, it have nothing to do with your age and whatever. So I don't think it would be how you're dressing. But I think it might be more of an accommodative type of somebody telling you looking old, and you might, I'm going to dye my beard because somebody tell me I'm looking old.
No, first of all, I dye my beard because I feel like I want to dye my beard. And jokes on them. I was dyeing my beard before I start to go gray. They didn't know that. I was dyeing my hair, my ras, before I had any sight of gray hair, because I used to like how the jet black ras used to look. My hair is brownish,
It's
kind
what?
of brown. What happened? What the hell? What?
I heard you the first time.
My original color of my hair is a kind of brown. Could be borderline like surfers, dirty, like a surf, like you're in the sun, dirty. So when I started my ras, I was always, since I 26, 25, 46 down there, I dyed my hair. But now hear them, you're dyeing your hair because you're afraid of the gray hair. No, it's not because of the gray hair. It's because I always like my hair to look a particular way. Now with the beard,
Yes, Ocean, he said brownish. Thank you.
bro, show me the
You
hush.
look Trinisa here too.
I did not say none of that.
Yes, you did. And the tape is right here. We could take out the clip and play it tomorrow.
He didn't get
but
even.
you know why I like what you're saying too? Because we live in a society where people they just talk things they don't know.
They
eh?
don't know. Like, you know, like it's not like
You don't know nothing about people when you're talking that.
I always know with the beard, I'd be my moods.
Right.
Sometimes I feel like I just want to make it look a little whitish. That's my mood.
Everyone
And then sometimes I say, okay, I have a video shoot or whatever and whatever. I might just want to make it look. No, the thing is with gray hair, to me, depending on your hair, whatever, it could look little. It doesn't look as clean cut.
It depends. Baby Winans has been grey for a long time.
Then it has some people the greatest just take them.
Yeah, he's been grey and groomed.
It has some people the greatest take them. Then has some people, if they turn gray, you'll want to know what the hell happened to them. You know, if Pastor Coffee stop gray hair, you want to know who that is, because he always is look a particular kind of way forever. No, the thing is with women, all your blasted hair could never get gray because all you're always wearing weave and wig and them kind of things.
Can we try to not say things for views and make erroneous statements?
Like
please?
what? Like all it is.
First of all,
gray?
you said women wouldn't get grey. I'm hoping that was a slip of the tongue because women do get grey.
No, what I'm saying is
Right.
you will never see it because. All right.
My mother is totally grey.
Oh God, but your mother, though, she's not known for wearing weaves.
You said women.
and wigs
I'm
like
simply
you.
addressing your
Well,
erroneous
most women these
statement.
days is
That's
just
right.
wear
Make better statements. Then I wouldn't
until you
jump
reach, and not even then. All they rocking wigs forever, and wigs don't have gray hair. And you
First of
don't
all,
have facial hair, so you will never know if your beard getting white. All it get through.
JD, somebody hurt you, and I would love to meet her someday, unless I've met her already. But listen, women, right? I have a few gray hairs, and
How I never wear.
because I only have a few. How you never see it? Because you wouldn't see it just like that. It's literally just a few. I'm not hiding it. And when I have my 2 plaits down, am I hiding it? When I have my 2 plaits out, am
We
I
see
hiding it?
Risha has
Risha has a lot of gray hair.
no. For some reason, in the past 3 weeks, it just had a show more.
No, you probably because you've seen her now in the last 3 weeks, but I know her, but she has a lot of gray hair.
Right.
Yeah.
Risha don't wear wigs.
She doesn't. She does because
Once in a while.
right then
She's
don't
not
say she
you.
doesn't.
She's not you. But guess what? Have a thing called ratio.
Ocean real fighting, yeah.
She always fighting damn me.
Hey, just real, bro. Fellow Sky
So, Jazz,
announcer.
If someone, you see,
Why you shouting?
if
bro?
someone wants to see, like we use Ocean. You ever see Ocean in a wig?
No.
She don't wear that.
Right.
So but if she wear it tomorrow, if she wear it for her birthday last night, you ain't gonna say, yeah, Ocean is wear wig. She wear it once.
Come now, move on. This point is
So I say this.
It's sharp. It's
We
sharp.
will never see you with gray hair out here in these streets. You will always look like that. You could look like that for the next 40 years. You understand? You understand?
It had a live I went with my own hair, you know.
Call
And
it
when we
thing
start,
grid.
when the live start, my hair was down here, and then before the live done, my hair was up here because it started to shrink like some kind of troll. I'm not going through that for nobody I'm not doing that for nobody to think I okay. I okay, period.
Wrong. I do wear wigs. Where you just wear wig? Where you just wear wig, Ocean? Ocean have no gray hair.
Listen, he doesn't
yeah.
call me often, so I need to take this.
And yeah, go ahead. Yeah, and Ocean, you ought to stay far. You far. Wait, give me back my focus now, boy. Gosh. I need, all we hiring people, we need a camera person. Because it's how this out of focus here. I don't know why you doing that. We need to start a, we need staff, boy. We need somebody to give you the time and somebody to run the cameras. But we can't pay yet. Right? Anyway, I don't know why that thing moving, so it's because of the light, you know. Yeah, so hear this. Ocean, we'll deal with you. You're not even close to a gray hair conversation. Let's use a baby. You understand? You're just little, you're a big baby. And when I say big, I just talking about in stature and in height now. You understand? So you don't have to worry about that. Just real. Evening, your pants in sharp. I'll assist. Yes, Ocean. Nice. But you just be very busy too. We can't afford you to, Ocean. You just be very busy. Remember, you had to commit every Saturday to come here and we had to show you the cameras, and go to the break and that kind of thing. So. Oh, gosh. Yeah. All right. So it is 9 minutes past 8. We're getting ready to jump into the topic in a little bit, right? But before we get to the topic, let me see. How are we talking about gray hairs? What happened? Nah, I don't know how we end up there. Here. Let me go and check the shares to see how we doing. Of course, it's Saturday before Carnival Saturday. So we expect that most people are out on the streets because JD's vlog is, we have everybody on this page. It have people who are not Christians, we have Muslim people, we have Hindu people, we have people who, wherever, we're a melting pot. So plenty people out in the Skinner Park, people down there in South, they're missing the semis. People all over thing, people this and that and all over the place. So persons who will normally watch, right. So the Christian demographic who not really outside, they home, they go watch and that kind of thing. So good night to the church, blessings. The people who not there, the people who are on a different landscape, they're outside. But we have to have the show because persons will watch it after, all right? I'm going to check these views, the shares here. If you have not shared, however, please head across and share. I don't even know how much, what's going on here? I can't even see how much shares we have. Hold on. All right, good. We had 1,000 views. We had 12 shares. We can do better than that. Please. We need the shares, so when persons come back tomorrow, please go to watch it. And Monday and Tuesday, we could see that the algorithm working. So we need a little bit more shares than that, 12 shares. Let me give you a little joke right before Nisa come. I'm going to swing wrong here. So we were talking on a topic yesterday on radio. And let me know how all you feel about it, right? We saw this video on TikTok. And this young lady decided to go, I believe it was live, and she was very upset, right? She marged. And she's saying in the car, a guy come, met her, and took out on a date. Now, apparently, she and the man was talking for a little while, getting to know each other, this, that. No, she have a vibe. She's a pretty young lady of Afro descent, pretty nice, kept together. But, the fella look like a stallion. He out there. He looking built, looking like he ready to just, you understand? Anyway, that's besides the point. So she went live and she was upset and she's saying, yeah, but I don't understand why you want to drop me back home, and because I'm more than my hand. She keeps saying, I'm more than my hand, I'm more than my hand. And he's saying, yeah, but something like that you're supposed to tell somebody. You just can't wait till you meet somebody to tell them something like that. So she's saying, tell them what? Why are I supposed to tell you that? I just supposed to say, hey, by the way, I have a hand situation. Now, here what happened. She ended up doing so now, and she showed the camera, and her hand was like this. Her hand was like this, right? Now, it's not a laughing matter. At the time, I did laugh a little bit because I didn't expect it. When she do so, she had no fingers, right? She stretched out her whole hand like this, but it was like this. She had no fingers. I don't know if she got in an accident. I don't know if she was born like that, right? No, when she do so, I laugh. When she did like that, I laugh. And then I told the Lord, I'm sorry. I said, Lord, forgive me, right? But it was funny. But then, she said, yeah, this, right? So he wanted to drop her back home from the date because apparently they was talking talking to get to know each other. She sent pictures, but every time she sent a picture, she probably, do so and hide in her hand. So the man was saying, you supposed to let me know that you don't have no fingers. You understand? She's saying, how the hell I supposed to just tell you in a conversation? You tell me my eyes nice. You tell me I'm looking pretty. I send pictures of my whole body. No, I think that's kind of conniving. That's deceiving. If you send a whole body shot, you in a bikini or whatever it is she do, to try to, make the man feel interested, and you do so, right? You do so. Bam. But you hide in his hand. Now when you come on the date now, the man come to pick you up. You jump in the car and then you say, hey, how you doing? You hug him. And then he realized when she hug him, he only feel one set of 5 fingers on his back. So he look back and she do so. He said, well, what happened? She said, well, it's just this. Just this. You understand? So he say, I could only imagine. He maybe say, oh, well, I mean, So she was upset. So what did I do? Only thing that she was supposed to say to him before they come out to the date that she don't have no fingers. Again, I'm the situation what we talked about yesterday on radio.
Okay.
All right? just to kill some time. So what do you think? Only thing that she should have said, by the way, yes, I know you tell me about my smile. I know you tell me about my hair and whatever, but by the way, I don't have no fingers. And is that a problem? Is that a problem? Would you not date somebody or go out with somebody just because they don't have no fingers?
Osha and I buy this thing long time, girl. I didn't even know where. I can't remember where. You want me to contribute to that? Because you already know my opinion on that.
Would you not go out with a man because you have no fingers? Hey, boy.
If I meet you and we start talking and I realize you have no fingers,
You stop. You wouldn't take your call back. You would ignore your call.
no, if I meet you, like let's say I meet you out the road and we talking, but I realize you don't have any fingers, but you know, you're cool, we enjoy talking, and I give you my number, whatever, and I realize, hey, we could go out again, and then, yeah.
So you don't mind. You will deal
But
a man with no fingers.
I don't want to
A
be,
whole-
I don't want to be tricked into that, though.
It's not. It's so that
Okay,
trickery?
tricked, okay, forget the word trick. I don't want to be surprised into that. Yeah. Just saying. Hey, then you hope I wash my hands? What do you mean?
You know, people think when you go for a long while, it's thinking in the toilet now.
Oh, well, they didn't see me take the phone?
That's what people is think. Anytime you say I'm coming back and you're gone for long, they think. I don't think she had to tell him, but I think she hid it. So to an extent that she didn't. So she catfish. At what point you supposed to share everything with somebody?
I think your picture,
Eh, what?
I think you selling yourself.
If you have 3 neighbors, if you have 3
JD,
neighbors, that's something not hidden.
if-
And you dealing
first
somebody,
of
you're
all-
supposed to tell them up front, oh, by the way, I had 3 neighbors. You know.
Yeah, I'll tell him. I different, you know. I different. I believe if you are entertaining people, I always believe when it comes to men and women, unless it's friendship you're dealing with, people know what their end goals and stuff are. So you know if you're talking to somebody because you're interested in them, and if you recognize somebody's interested in you, be upfront with the person about things that you know can be considered abnormal. That's my thing. I saw it, but of course you had to bring it up, right? Hey, Gary on YouTube.
Hey, Jacksonville.
Gary says it's simple, be upfront with people. That's what I'm saying. If you know you have something about you is not normal on your person, let's say you have 3 eyes or an additional ear or a hanging ear or just things that people do not consider to be normal, and you are interested in somebody, you should tell people the things about yourself that could shock them away from you. So you don't build up things and have people feeling and anticipating things, and then when they meet you, you may, that don't make sense. That's just my opinion. My 44-year-old opinion.
So let me ask you something. What if it is if someone has oh God, trying to find something. If a man has regular impotent problems,
What?
impotent a lot.
He's impotent a lot?
Yeah.
That statement doesn't make sense.
Okay.
If you're
because impotent to impotent. If he
that's
has,
correct.
if he has, what do you call it?
Erectile
Something from
dysfunction?
function. Yeah, bad.
Right?
Right. And he's. At what point should he say to a woman, while you're now meeting, first date, second date, third date, fourth date, should they get? At what point that they get close enough? Should he say? He should say, "Well, yeah, what's going on? I can't satisfy you." You know?
As I stated, if you are engaging people for a particular reason, there are things. When I went on my first date, hold on,
I ask
hold
you.
on, I am answering your question.
Go ahead now.
When I went on my first date with someone, I told that person on the first date, I am not interested in having children. I don't know where the relationship was going to go.
That's not the same thing.
JD, what I'm citing to you is if I didn't just go out with somebody because I wasn't interested in them. I saw something that I was interested in. So I was attracted to you. We hanging out. From the time you make that step, it means that you are interested and invested in something. We just don't know how far those interests and investments can lead. So in my first conversation, I chose to tell the man, because I know men is what cheering.
I can
So
understand
if you're going out with me, I am not thinking you're on games. All right? So, hi, how you going? We get something to eat and whatever. When we cut the crap out, like, hey, you look nice tonight and whatever, and we started to talk about something a little more
But that's not
mature,
that's not embarrassing.
Hold on. You never asked about embarrassing.
Yeah, because the function, we call it,
Erectile dysfunction.
that's embarrassing.
Okay, but that's a totally different question. You're citing it differently.
I'm not citing it differently.
JD, allow me to finish.
It comes with the territory of a dysfunction.
Okay, allow me to finish. Right? So I'm telling you that because that was important to me, and I know if I'm going out with somebody, this is potential here. So before any one of us gets too comfortable, I am laying certain important cards out on the table. One of them is that I am not interested in having kids. We have that, we get that out of the way. So to me, as a man, if you know you're going out with me because I look like potential, it's not a game, whatever. And you know that is one of your issues, you have to tell me that from up front.
All right. Aken says
it can't be that it's embarrassing.
They can adopt. It's not even the adoption I talk about, training. I'm talking about the sex.
If he's impotent, they can adopt.
You talking about that woman and care about adopting and whatever yet. So what I'm saying is this.
I just answered you.
No, you did not, because I asked you.
I just said I think he should tell her.
At what
You
first
didn't hear
date,
me?
second date, third date? That's what I asked.
I cited my experience to tell you that I put that on the table on the first date.
Okay, good.
So I'm saying
That's no
what
children.
I think the man should do on the
Okay.
first date. I answered your question.
All right. Okay. Kids, we can understand that.
JD, I just answered your damn question. I said, if it's that you're dealing with as a man, and you're going out with me because it's potential, I think you should tell me that on the first date. I just said it. I'm saying it 3 times now. You ain't listening. How you feel now? You ain't listening. How you feeling? Hayden says, bro, between... I cannot even read that, but you're not addressing the
Bro,
fact.
between.
Yes, I just chose to not finish with it, JD. You can
Oh, my
listen.
God.
Just tell me, because people date with...
Jacksonville, good evening.
People
No.
dating with intentions. If it's not intentions and it's just games, then you could, but things like that are important. Tell me one time. Tell me, this is my thing. She could then say, oh, wow, well, I really like you. We don't have to end the date. We could just continue. Let's just have a good time.
The first date is crazy to just bring up something
but if
like
you're
that.
interested, if it's potential, I'm saying it's important, so it needs to come up in the top of this thing. It can't be in the middle.
All right, so let me...
In the middle, you're risking people's feelings, hearts, time, and stuff like that.
I don't know how... We're going to the break just now. I don't know how that is coming up in our first discussion.
I just told you.
Blunt like that.
It's not blunt, JD. Did you hear how I cited my conversation happened? It's not children on a plate. It's adults.
If a woman has a bad stench, a vagina stench, right? And
Yes.
nothing she do is clear. Let me just work with me. Nothing she do is clearing it up. When she opens she leg, everything dead.
Right, JD.
Right? So how is she going to say that on a first date that, hey,
Can I finish? Can I answer your question?
I have a problem. You could die
Can I
if you
answer?
smell my thing. Like how?
Right. So
I
want to help you understand that even if you create more erroneous situations, it does not change the what's the word I want to use? It does not change the responsibility of the person with the issue. Doesn't matter if you add 53 erroneous things on top of what you're saying, it does not change the responsibility factor. If that is the woman's issue and she takes herself out now, so you already know you're uncomfortable. Now if the man say, but how you uncomfortable? Like what so in other words, fighting the inevitable does what for you exactly? Does what exactly? Have the conversation. You go and close your leg or you can't walk because you're walking, and when you're walking, if, depending on your size, it must have space, so it will smell. So what you go and do? Not say it will. So it will come up, and then you know how to find a way to address it. Open your mouth and say what you need to say in the first conversation.
I don't even know how we reached at the bottom of the first hour.
Because I had a call and then you went off on a tangent.
Hey, watch me. We come back. When we come back, we're going to jump straight in the topic one time.
Pizza pizza. Pizza pizza. Pizza pizza.
Don't worry, Ollie. Don't worry, Jacksonville and Hayden. I will get the honey. All right.
But I
and
don't
I'm not saying that was for me. I was just bringing up, a situation. But
Hayden, I don't understand Hayden comment about what he say. He say, so are they having sex on the first date? I don't even know where that come from. I don't understand that. Are they having sex on the first date, or they say don't waste people time?
Ollie, look, Jubilee Sally.
Hey, Sally.
Hey, Sally.
I need to pick up my friend Lou as well. Hi, Luan. How
What's
you
up,
doing?
Lou? Sally says, hi, Jubilee, best guys. She said,
Hi, Sally.
hi, Sally. Sally said, hi, Jubilee, best guys. It's better to tell the woman. Was she watching from YouTube? All right, it's better to
Yes.
tell the woman the first date to save it by herself. Love you guys, Jubilee, Genie, and lovely Lisa.
Oh gosh, hello, Sally.
Sally, you
Wally.
pass smile on my face. Hi, Jubilee, best guys.
Jubilee best guys. No, but hey, we laughing and all kind of thing, eh?
Oh my God,
Remember when I
Sally.
said I was answering the question as a 44-year-old woman? The younger you are, you don't understand the importance of just being open, honest, forthcoming, and a lot of things. So, just saying.
What's up, Lou? Lou says, JD, it don't matter. What is if you really check for
What
the
it
person?
is.
What it is if you really check for the person, she could tell the truth of her.
If he cares about her, he will get her a good doctor. You had to learn the typos one time.
Yeah, you remember? I can't read typos. I just read.
The Bible say, what you want, you just had to pray for it. Huh?
Sally, of course, this is our podcast. I don't know if this is the first time you're ever watching, but it's not like radio. It's a little bit more, more big people in the night, that kind of thing. All right, so please don't be surprised. Radio is radio. They have the radio license and all of that, but this is more big people time. All right, big people time. I'm ready to jump into the topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me line it up. Topic for this evening. Of course, it's sponsored by Little Caesars. Over here, they have the $90 hot and ready cheese pepperoni pizza, and it's topped with extra cheese. Simply extraordinary. Nisa and I, we're going to see if we could try to get them open. All right? And, of course, Crazy Puffs for the kids, and the kids at heart. I absolutely love this. It is technically pizza, but it's not really pizza. And, of course, sponsored by Aurora. Aurora is Nisa in concert. 25th and 24th of May. This is the save the date. So pull out your calendars right now and save the date. Go to your calendar, put Aurora, Nisa in concert, and stay tuned for ticket information and everything else as well. PayPal, if you want to love this show and you want to donate to us to offset expenses, we thank you for it. That's our PayPal information there, and this is our Cash App information here. All right? So, because things like, nothing is free except salvation, and even that.
I was going to say,
The means of it.
when I used to watch YouTube without knowing things, and the people would say, if you want to be part of this thing, if you want to do this, do that, this is a nice way for you to help in our ministry or whatever the case is. I didn't understand, but now as we do it, we could understand.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you help us help you kind
Yeah.
of thing.
I can break it down. Let me nah? Yeah.
No.
Okay, cool. I'll give you a little breakdown. Especially with the streaming. So to stream this.
So you say no and then you're doing it?
Oh, I thought you said go ahead.
No, but you clearly want to go ahead.
No, it's all right. That's all right.
You sure you could go ahead? You know, I know you go feel uncomfortable and then you go send me a message and say if I want to say something.
No, it's
And
okay.
then, no,
I just
no.
let them know that to stream this is a cost for us every month. How's that? That's it.
Yeah, and some people could say, what about our to do with is you want to
Well,
stream?
yeah, true. They could say that.
right.
But then, we could say to them, hey, you're just saying if you want to help, that's no problem.
So, Yana, you wanted to go for a road match? I know that is
I
like,
never wanted
how
to
much,
go for
how
road
long, how much more time it have for that?
for road next week. It's Monday and Tuesday is Carnival.
So
Monday and Tuesday.
by next week, Wednesday, we'll know who the road match.
No, Carnival is the Monday after that.
Oh, really?
Carnival is March and long. This one was a long one. I talked a little bit. See, I tired, Judy. I wanted to done.
Wow.
It is the 3rd and the 4th. That is
But I just know that was telling you.
a week and
So that's what I
a week and
said.
3 days, yeah.
So not this Wednesday here. The Wednesday after that is the culmination of it all.
Not this Wednesday, yes. The Wednesday
Yes.
after.
Yes.
This
Yes,
Wednesday,
not
Wednesday.
this one, the next one.
I Ash Wednesday.
So you never wanted to go for a road match?
The road match, no. Well, as a Christian,
Yeah. No, I
No.
heard somebody saying that they made a thing saying that gospel artists probably trying to win road match, and then they said I could guarantee you're not gonna win the road match. And I'm like, where do people get
everybody thought you was talking about me.
But where do people get their information from? Like who, it's very strange.
Everybody thought you was talking about me. Persons in the comment section start tagging.
And it's weird because
And my thing is this. I don't know that young man. This is the first time I saw him.
I know him, which made it even worse.
But what I'm saying is this. If you're not talking about me, he never came to my defense and said, hey, I'm not speaking about JD.
Right.
I see you all are tagging him and saying
Right.
mean things to
Yeah,
him.
he didn't do that.
So if you allow persons to say mean things to me, I'm looking at you like you
An enabler of sorts.
an enabler of. So I feel like you feel like that way towards me. And then
Yeah.
that's not a good introduction for me to meet you because we all Christians. And now I think you're a complete idiot.
I feel like you just wanted to say that.
I did.
Yeah, and I don't think God would have, if you took 2 seconds, to think.
So he's not an idiot.
No, we don't call people names on this platform.
Oh, we don't, right?
No,
So
you're not
what
supposed to
what
do
can
that.
I say he is?
You could just say something else, but you don't have to call them a name. Because if somebody calls you a name, I wouldn't like that. And
But
I'm
people
sure,
call me names all the time
And I'm
and I don't
sure, right. So is it that you don't care, so you don't care for
But
him?
the fact- but
Because
the thing
I'm sure
is-
he has people that care about him. So
But
you don't
I
want,
think he's really an idiot. When people say
You're
things
saying it
about
again.
me, they just saying it because
you can say he's
they-
making idiotic statements.
Okay, good. Let's
but
go with
don't
that.
call people
So
names.
he made. So I
Because-
think that he made idiotic statements. I like that.
Right, because
I
what
like that.
I'm citing
That's better.
is that just the way I care for you, he has people to care for him.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens with when people mash people corn by association, now you start to create a bigger space of people.
I think people who go on the internet and throw shade directly for people, when the fire come their way, they supposed to know how to handle it. So if I say that you're an idiot, I think you're supposed to prepare for me to say that. My ministry is never to attack people or throw shade at people directly.
Right.
So if you're into that kind of thing,
Right.
where you go in saying things to incite and make people feel you're talking about people, you're supposed to be ready for that kind of thing. That's why I felt comfortable calling him an idiot.
And so how do you feel now that I told you I think it was a bad idea?
Well, I take it back because
yeah,
of
because
your
if anybody jump on me because you jump on them, you see, I don't fight flesh
But
with
we don't.
flesh.
But what's his name? Let me call it. Should I call his
No,
name?
what
What's
are
his
you-
name again?
What are you doing, bro?
Because I don't like to pelt shade. I like to call people.
Nobody's pelting shade here. We're
Okay,
just talking about a situation. So you can't
But you don't think so? You don't think people who on the internet to talk about people when
remember-
when you speak
okay,
about them,
so
you should be
people-
prepared for when they come at you?
depends on the culture of your heart.
I don't know. It's
Yeah, you
weird. I
can-
would think.
People talk about me all the time too, but I don't come on here and call people idiots.
Okay, but check this out. You listening to what I'm saying?
Of
I'm
course
saying
I'm
you should be
listening.
prepared.
Correct.
Okay, if I say something, if I was to say something about somebody on the internet, I am prepared for that person to reply to me, and I supposed to have a good answer, or I should not just give a care about what they think.
Right. So with the internet culture, people usually say because you're out there, you basically subject yourself for that type of. You're out there, so people could say whatever they want. I don't necessarily agree with that, especially if it's negative. When I say negative, I mean derogatory, hurtful,
Yeah,
and stuff like that. That I
yeah,
don't
that's
subscribe to.
some
right?
people who do that and then
Right,
allow
JD?
the comment section to go in and they know,
Right.
right?
Right.
They hear them. Yeah, well, it's because you really know who you was talking about in the first
Right,
place.
that's awesome. All I'm saying is I agree with the concept of if your ministry, right? Or if your let's take
Is that
ministry.
Adana?
Yes.
Hey, Adana.
Hey
drop a bomb
Adana,
for you.
let's take ministry out of it. If you build your views
Right.
on doing negative stuff, then the chances of you having people retaliate towards you is something that you should be prepared for.
Yeah.
But as I'm saying, the retaliation depends on who it comes from. It shouldn't be, in other words, like when the Bible says, how could Satan cast out Satan? So he can't be being Satan and you trying to be Satan.
Do you know the Bible did still refer to certain people as fools? Which is even... You fools. Jesus said it to a couple people and they were saying idiotic things.
All right.
So he referred to them as fools. I think some people need to hear sometimes they are fools so they could check themselves and not
Yeah.
be one.
Right. If you heard,
I'm not
if
fighting
you
you.
want to hear what I said, you would have
I
heard
heard
what
you
I
and I
said.
agree with you. That's why I apologize
All right,
to you, But I think I did pretty good. I could have called him some stuff that, long time it would have been. And I think people, you know what? I think
Jacksonville
people,
says don't go in the mud with the pigs, JD.
yeah, Jacksonville, because I'm better.
Yes, you are.
I'm better. I think, you know what is aggravating me
I find I'm looking
sometimes?
like a mummy on top here.
You know what has upset me sometimes, Nisa? That I think people just forget how stupid I used to be, and they just want to try to test me to see, or to be reminded. And it is just sometimes as being all like, why are you speaking about me, sir? You need to do a Google check to see how crazy, how I would, take your whole life and bring you and make you a spectacle for months.
That's not even nice.
Like I used to enjoy doing it. Like why leave me alone? But anyhow, he did what he did, and now I have a whole bunch of people taking me on TikTok, and I'm like, oh.
Adana says Christians always have to be the bigger one. I get it, but sometimes people need to know what time it is.
Yeah, and I
I agree.
And God delivered me from being affected,
Okay.
because I used to be so affected, But now I'm like,
What I would like is for you to get to the point where I don't have to say, no, don't post that. Because if I'm not around you, you just need
and then
too much
the crazy
deliverance.
thing is, right?
Yeah.
We would see this person, and you know what they will most likely do?
Smile and wave.
Smile and wave. And then I would just want to hit you a slap.
Yeah. So you're not delivered yet.
I said I would want to.
I think we're supposed to
I
get to the
didn't
point
say,
where
like-
we shouldn't even want to. What do you think?
No. Temptations will always be there. You'll always have temptation.
But probably not that type of temptation.
I think I will be tempted to hit people's slaps for the rest of my life. I might be tempted. Like, people just slap Woody. Like, look, hey, you deserve a slap, but I'm not going to do it. And then when you come and smile, here you know. Remember the crazy person who the most craziest person that was attacking us? And then when she saw us, she was like, she tried to act like she's our fan. People crazy out here. Like, people crazy. Anyway, we ain't get to the topic yet.
So all that to say you're not going up for the road match, right?
I never once wanted to go for the road match.
Moving.
And my heart was never desired to do that. I went on to the Ultimate Soca Champion to be a light, to give the culture, something different, Jesus, to represent the kingdom, to be me. If I could allow to be me, I'm a musician. And then, the internet showed itself how they are. I'm trying. You understand? And then certain persons in the church came out to show the world how we just divided. And the world just tis. Because they don't understand, I went up there with a song called Midnight in Maruga, and it was singing about warfare, necromancy, and all the blood of Jesus counter all of that, But you just can't please somebody. So, would I do it again? Yes, I will. Would I stop? No. Once God, once I have health and strength in my body, I would be me. So,
I don't think I would ever go up for a soccer competition.
and I enjoyed it. Yeah, I would go.
I wouldn't.
I would go.
Me, I just wouldn't. After your experience, I'm like, nah, I think God literally had to be the one to tell me, Nisa, you go. Send 2-3 people to tell me, but other than that, I'm not going. All right, did you do the Shady Live, the topic time? Did you do that?
Another said, you deserve a slap. You deserve a slap. Everybody, you know that video?
I do.
That was one of my favorite videos of all time. Of course,
that is one of your favorite videos.
I like that thing so bad. I watched that 1,000,000 times. All right, let's go. Adana, you see you get me in trouble yet? Where is it? Yeah. JD and Nisa are not professional counselors. We give our views and opinions on real-life scenarios that people send to us.
We also encourage our audience to chime in and give their experiences. They are also not professional counselors, unless they are.
Now on to the topic. Watch and enjoy.
Share the live. Share the live. You're watching Fry Bacon Live, the #1 podcast in Trinidad.
All right, guys. So this is the topic for this evening. Oi, somebody just said good night. Hey, Judy Ramkala Khan. She says hello, good night, Judy.
Ramkala
Khan.
I think I had somebody in my class named Ramkala. It was Ramkala Wan.
Yeah, I know Ramkala Wan. She says it's a blessing to be able to listen to you all now. Nice to have you.
Thank you, Judy.
So the topic, hey, Trinicia, why not? Everyone cannot like you or appreciate your
Hey, Trinicia.
craft. Ain't that the truth? All right, so here's the topic for tonight. Dear JD and Nisa, I know a lot of people just exist in their marriages. My grandmother was one. My mother was one. When I decided to go down the road of marriage, I wouldn't lie, I set out to have a good marriage. I was genuinely happy with my partner. I didn't marry her out of obligation or because everybody else was getting married. I feel like for some strange reason, like women love harder, and because of this, a lot of them settle for bad treatment and the dreams of it will get better tomorrow. I never wanted my wife to be that woman who just had to love me just because and in spite of, so I treat my woman good. Anyway, fast forward to now. For the past 6 years, I feel like I ended up being the one staying for all the reasons I think people should leave.
Huh?
I grew up very family-oriented. It's who going by who for lunch on Sundays, get-togethers, beach, river, cookout, and thing. My job sometimes takes me away from home, a lot, but I always show up, make sure my lady never feels too lonely or forgotten. I don't feel nervous or as if I can't trust my wife when I'm off working because my wife could always just slide in by my family and she has her friends if anything. There is this one cousin my wife and I are very close with. He's much younger, so the thought of anything strange never crossed my mind. As we all know but hate to admit, man and woman together, even if it's family, could end up in problems. Long story short, my wife admitted to me last year that she fell in love with him over time, as he was and is just always around, very observant, and he listens to her. She said she could speak to him about everything.
They had sex?
That's not written here.
They had sex. I mean, they had sex.
I have been trying to keep it together. No one knows anything. She just said she needed to get it off her chest, but that she is committed to our marriage. I haven't said a word, not to my cousin or anybody. I love my wife. but I am not quitting my job just to save her from connecting with anyone.
He not quitting his job?
It's unfortunate that this time it's family, but next time, who will it be? How do you stay in a marriage or any committed relationship when your partner tells you that they love you and someone else at the same time?
He then says,
It's a man.
what you want to know at the end then? How you are?
How do you stay in a marriage or any committed relationship when your partner tells you that they love you and someone else at the same time?
They had sex?
That was not written here.
You feel they had sex? Because, yeah, what do you think? What do you feel down there? Pull back a little bit.
How do you stay in a marriage or committed relationship when your partner tells you that they love you and someone else at the same time? I kind of think that I remember I've had this conversation with a few people. And I don't know, people kind of seem to just glorify how they feel. Hi, Aisha, but I know really topic you.
Aisha, you just missed the topic. You just says topic juicy tonight. Family lay pipe like worse. Oh my
Although
God.
I never said that. Jazreel said she's checked out emotionally. So if he stays, he's going to have to real toil with her. And she needs to absolutely disassociate from that cousin. And yeah, most likely they jam.
Yeah. I think they had sex.
So you could fall in love with somebody. Yeah, I guess.
I think they had sex.
I like that Jazreel says she checked out emotionally.
Yeah, but check this out. Do you think, well, obviously the man can't go and leave his job to spend more time with her? How? So she couldn't understand the man commitment to his job.
Nobody.
You know, all the women are easy, you know.
Well, all the men not easy either. That statement was so just.
The man working, he
Top
going out
heavy,
there, he
like-
working, he saying, you know, it's not to say he gone and he you know, he ramaging. Is that good? Based on how he's singing there, he's singing like a good brother. He not even singing like, you understand, he outside. Hear all of them things he's saying, he love his wife, he this, he that. Just because the man working, where you say, offshore?
He didn't say, he just said his job takes him away from home. He didn't say.
Like offshore. Or some kind of thing like that. So the man not around, hear you, like cousin. What does cousin look like? Ashore.
You know, can we get it together? Because looks have nothing to do with nothing in this world.
Why am I
Right?
staying? That shouldn't even be a question. I'll definitely make it easy. I'll definitely make it easy.
By giving them the option to leave and be with the other person, I'm not willing to be second.
Let me see if this on here. Jacksonville.
Hello. We ain't wasting no time tonight because
You don't have
we
always
ain't wasting no time tonight. Hey, Hayden, the topic sweet, boy. It's sweet. Hey, good night, everybody. First thing, my manners. Good night,
Good night,
everybody.
Jacksonville.
Hey, I'm so excited. I'm excited.
Don't waste no time. Talk to me.
Listen, this is our time. Listen, I always always say, you don't want, and they are lesson for you and Nisa and every married couple. You don't want nobody in your house. You understand? You don't want no sister come and spend time with your wife, even though it's your sister. Guess what? You're living a time now where here going on. You feel because it's your brother or your nephew or who staying home with your husband. You live in a time now where Man and man jamming too. You know that too. Man and man jamming.
A
You
sister-
could come back home.
a
You could come
sister,
back
you
home and I'm saying you could come back home and see your brother, hi your husband, the way he does have you. So I mean, yeah, you could come back and see your sister. Hi, your wife twist up. No.
Nah, listen, Jackson,
Nobody.
Jack, I think
No.
Jacksonville.
Listen to the man.
I hear you, but to say somebody's sister and brother and whatever, that do you don't think people supposed to have a level of trust in relationships still that they you
Boss,
psycho
man.
then, you psycho. You just everybody, your mother, your sister, your brother, you can't be living so.
Boss, man, you could say what you want. We
You
live in
could
a
say what
world
you
of where
want.
we're
Tell
going
them,
on. The
thank
place,
you.
the place crazy.
The place
devil
crazy.
busy. The devil busy. You see that sex spirit, he
I'm
he
telling
restless, you know.
Praise the Lord.
No, it's serious thing.
Yeah, I know.
He restless.
Not praise the Lord.
He restless.
Boy, but it's true. Hey, listen, JD. Right now, you can't trust no two body of flesh in a house together.
Tell him.
No, none. You know, boy, we live in some terrible times now. But that man there, I'm sorry for him. And here we go on. I feel it. I feel his pain because I went through that, not with a family member, but I went through that when you see you working outside. And sometimes you just can't vex with the woman because loneliness. And of course, a man there, whether your family, you feel your family watching your back. He watching she front.
Oh,
You understand?
oh.
And you're going, you understand? I mean, here going on. No, boy, it's rough, and I'm sorry, and I'm sorry for the brother. Don't leave your job. Have hope. There's women out there who you could still, but you learn from that mistake. No male is to be in your house. No female if you not there 24/0 also. You understand? Because here we're going is a trying time. JD, don't let nobody steal him. You see how Nisa dressed up in she little yellow tonight looking like a cornbird. You don't want no nephew, no brother coming and spend no weekend while you go and sing no song, no way. You feel a joke.
Not sing the song.
You feel a joke. Nisa, you don't go nowhere and leave no sister, no cousin, no way home the way JD. Next time them having their own fried bacon and lime
My
in
shadow
hot
is
oil all
leaving
over your
an
wall. Shit.
Me.
Boy, the devil busy, and it's after it done happen now, everybody wake up like, shit, we really do that, boy?
Yeah.
Oh God, what we gonna do? It don't, son, so prevention better than cure. For the man who the thing happened to, Papi, your nephew lay some good young pipe
Well,
on that
Jax,
thing.
That
He ain't
wasn't
coming
said,
back.
that wasn't
Ah, God.
It wasn't said he got it. Didn't
It
say
is said, but listen, I'm going to ask you something. Is the sun going to come up tomorrow morning? We know it's going to come up tomorrow morning. Things don't have to be said for we to know it's going to happen. It happened. It
Jacksonville,
happened.
they say they're songing like you hurt, boys. They say
this-
somebody
they
hurt
say
you.
something like you hurt.
Boy,
Somebody
I
hurt
get, listen, I get some more horn already. Yeah? You could have said that I went some rodeo somewhere. Listen, I know about that. And I overcome it.
Bang.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it takes a real man to stand up and say, we're going on. I get a real horn already, but hey, say what? Life goes on. I ain't kill myself.
You ain't playing for slips.
I ain't kill myself. I ain't kill no woman. I still love women. Because like I say, we all do shopping. Called I horn, she horn, we all horn. We blow that horn.
Inside
You
joke.
understand? Yeah, but it's true. And hey, JD, you know what our old woman always tell me?
Our old
It's not
woman,
the horn. It's not the horn that's hurting, you know. You see that echo from that horn? Shit, boy.
The echo.
God
You
damn
sure the
it.
old
Yeah,
lady,
the echo.
the old lady was just giving you advice? Some of them just use their age as thing to just stay around here, you know. Me and
Well,
even
listen,
me doesn't even trust the old ones.
But not the old one. Listen, me don't watch face. I don't watch face
but we know
because
that,
everybody need love.
We know that, you know.
Everybody
We know they
need
don't watch
love.
face.
Everybody need love.
Oh, we
You
know they don't
understand?
watch face. Yeah.
We don't
know
watch
that.
face, only waist, right,
Yeah,
JD?
we know.
Don't write JD me that.
We know.
Don't write JD me. Goodbye, sir. Goodbye.
Man don't watch face. We know that.
Clinical and psychological. Get that for me. Let me see my eyes.
So Kenda, you could at least say who it is.
Hold on.
Kenda says.
Kenda, sorry.
She says clinical psychological
Clinical, psychological, and marriage counseling.
clinical psychologist
Yeah.
and marriage counseling. Sorry, tongue do so. That screams childhood trauma or adult PTSD. The guy needs to protect himself because he could become traumatized as she is. Love can't be enough here. I think love is not enough, period. I saw somebody say that today, you know. Love is not enough. When you're young, you just think love is enough. I love him. He loves me and we, and we just think love is enough. But David says Jacksonville sounds like a broken man. Christy says, why am I staying? That shouldn't even be a question. But I think I read that already. I'll definitely make it an easy decision by giving them the option.
I don't think all right, check this out.
Oh God. All right, that's what I thought it was Jacksonville again.
The lines, I guess, open. Hayden.
Yes, good night. It's my turn. Good
Yes,
night,
it's your
Jacksonville.
turn. Your turn to be.
Good night, everybody else.
Oh, Hayden.
But you know, change your life. Yeah, listen.
Bang, 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 bang.
Let me ask you a question. We might ask you a question. In the letter, did the guy ever said the wife love him?
Yes, she said yes, that's what I read. Let me see if I find it. Yeah.
She tell him that after she tell him she like you both of them. Check and see them, sir.
She said,
You see what I'm
she
saying?
said, long story short, my wife admitted to me last year that she fell in love with him over time, right? As he was just
She fell in
around.
love with who? The man
The cousin.
or the friend?
Because it's a cousin, it's not a friend.
Well,
The cousin.
that cousin in family tell me no more, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she had to be a friend now. So, but my thing is, for that to happen and develop, some hole or gap or something missing in that relationship, for she to be going outside to fill that need.
Clearly.
Something wrong there. Right.
Well,
Yeah.
The other part, but the other side is you never know people. Some people just greedy
correct.
and want what they don't have.
Correct.
So in that situation scenario, either which way, that guy losing out. You can't tell me you married and in love with two people. You can't tell me you love me and somebody else. That can't be working. There's no threesome. It's you and me against the world.
I'm with you there.
You and me against the world. You can't come and tell me but you love somebody else. Nah. Game done right there. Umpire? Umpire? Yeah. Umpire? Yeah.
I like that.
No.
I like that. I like that.
No. Listen. If you and this is a marriage, you know. This ain't for a boyfriend and girlfriend.
Mhm.
This is marriage. I personally take marriage too seriously
Mm.
for you to come and tell me you love somebody else. I would rather tell me a guy at home. You ain't like the person. We could deal with that. We could deal with a horn. All of we get horn. Like Jackson still fit. Left and right we get horn. Like we the king and queen of growing up, that was real thing. Like, you take it like a man, yes? Take that like a, like go ahead, I listening to JD.
You
Or they what?
think isn't that it isn't that you cannot love two people at the same time, or you choose not to? You could choose to love one person.
Yes. Here's my point. Here's my point, JD. You could love all the people you want. When it comes to marriage, I choose to marry you. It's me and you against the world.
Right.
It ain't have nothing else but somebody else come and love. Boyfriend and girlfriend, yeah, test the water, whatever. But I see marriage. You see that thing called marriage? That is there. That's between you, me, and God.
Right.
We
Correct.
decide to come together there.
Correct.
Any
Understood.
situation, any situation that was developing is something we should have nipped in the bud and discussed early. I'm missing something here. I don't get to see it enough.
Right.
That's
We're not
my
having
thing.
enough sex. You need to bring it out as an issue before it reached that far where you're looking at your own.
Correct.
Me know who cousin. Bring it out. Let me talk about it. Let me fix it. If it means you might have to now and then take a little vacation from work. And then, because she has to also understand that he is working for the both of them.
Yeah,
So
well,
they
there's
both
it.
have to make sacrifices.
They just said.
But both of them have to make sacrifices. But it's an issue that came up that she didn't talk about.
Correct.
He doing his thing, going back and forth, and he working and thinking everything okay. And you can't really read nobody mind.
Correct.
You know, you come home, love going on good. He bringing honey home and his real sex thing.
Bring on you. Hey,
You understand? But then when he go on again for another 4 weeks, she get a taste of that honey. The next 3 weeks she in pressure.
Yeah.
Pressure, because she want down and then nobody there. And his cousin only passing and he cutting the grass. He ain't wearing no shirt. He
Don't go.
outside there.
Not the beer back.
You know, cleaning the yard and sweating.
Yeah, wearing no
He
shirt.
pouring water on him. Yeah, bro. You know what going on? He pouring water on his shirt, on his chest and all kind of thing. He stand up there fanning. Next thing you know, she carrying a drink outside.
It's all that.
It's all that.
Yeah, carry a little tea break. Next thing you know, she cooking. Come inside and eat up with her food now. Pressure start right there. A hug on the way out and
Bang, boom, bang, bang. Thanks so much for calling.
All right, let me let other people. Yeah, take care.
Yeah, man. Thanks for your contribution. I like how he said, I like how he answered your question, JD, right? Because here's my thing. I like how he said plainly, you can love all the people you want to know. But you see,
Do you think it's possible?
I'm going to get there. I find it as cut me, boy. Remember, I talk a little laborious, so you had to stay with me.
Yeah.
Right? If initially you know what causes you to get to a point of love with someone, to me, in order for that type of love to develop with another person, it has to mean that now you're taking away something. So in other words, you now stop delivering and being and everything else that you need to be in one situation to cater to. This is why I am giving my opinion. In order for this love, in order for me to take what is supposed to be this person's to share with somebody else, that is tainted now. That's how I see it. Because that's what I mean.
Tainted,
so then
you're still looking at love as if it's like piece of cake.
I'm looking at it in principle. We could love every human being. God wants us to love every human being. But when it comes to the type of love that is supposed to be shared between husband and wife or people in serious committed relationships, when you start giving attention to someone else for that to be developed from notice to this to that to develop into that love, then it can't be is supposed to be really love can't be love, because now it's being disrespected. And the word of God says love is and love is not and love does not. So therefore, if you start doing these things to this love that is the right love, then it's no longer love.
That love that the Bible was talking about wasn't romantic love,
That's why I said I'm talking about the principle, sir.
Yeah, I hear you.
So but
but what I'm saying,
principle.
I understand the principle.
So in my opinion, you can be in strong like. You could be in strong like.
Okay, so let me ask you something, right? Before the new dispensation and what was set up in the new dispensation where relationship was concerned, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, man would have had multiple wives legally and in love with all of them because he didn't hate them.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Mm-hmm. He would have had to be in love
with all of them.
With all of them. Mm-hmm. Now it's crazy for us, the numbers of 500. What is his name? Who had 500
Solomon?
wives? Right. It's crazy for us to try to comprehend that. Mm-hmm. You understand? But he loved each and every one of them, I would think, in a different way. Mm-hmm. So the fact is not that this human emotion, mind,
cannot be shared like that.
Cannot do it, Jesus came and he set things up and say, yo, I could do it. Mm-hmm. But I am saying choose one.
Right. If I'm with somebody.
So you're saying strong like.
If I'm in love with somebody and they're in love with somebody else, I'm taking myself out of the equation.
And that's your right.
Pure and simple.
And that is your right.
I don't care who say what
but
and what and what.
That is your right. But what I'm saying it can happen.
Well, great. It's not happening on this
but
side.
But the choice is where you say I choose.
Because I am
one.
saying if I am supposed to create or if I'm supposed to allow a situation to occur where I'm now going to be in love with another person, what it takes for that love to be nurtured, this, that, and the other, I am now going to be in two relationships, which is what you're citing. Right? which is what you're citing.
just saying it's
and
possible.
that goes against my mental comfort level and all of that. I'm
I'm just saying it's possible.
I'm not sharing body parts. I'm not
Well,
sharing
no, and of
dreams.
course.
I'm not sharing kids. I'm not sharing spaces. I'm not doing it.
Of course.
Because
and
I'm not, I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
So
I'm with you.
therefore, as I'm saying-
all I'm addressing was
Right.
that I thought you were saying that it's not possible. Okay, cool. It's possible.
Everything is possible. And the word of God says everything is everything is permissible but not experienced, which is what I guess you were trying to get at with the when as if you believe in Christ and all of that.
Yeah. So
And that part of the moral law.
So all right. So it is. Let me just do a script break. Yeah. We want to say thank you so much to Little Caesars. They are and have been our prime premier sponsors for a very long while, and we really thankful for them. All right, because they really so into us. They're like a family. All right. So Little Caesars, they trust that when they advertise with us, let me just break this down to you real quick, right? Because I'm not trying to. Sometimes you hear an advertisement and it fly over your head, right? Over here we try to explain. They trust our audience that when we give you all the information, you all might be one interested to go and check it out. And it helps their business and they pour back into us. That's how it goes. So it's a respect, all right? So we trust that you're listening to what I'm saying now. This is their new offer. It's the hot and ready cheese top pepperoni. It's $90 and it's topped with extra cheese. And Little Caesars happen to be our favorite pizza when it comes to pizzas. I'm not saying that because they sponsor us. I have seen that even since before we was introduced to them. As a matter of fact, when I went out Canada for the first time and I saw Little Caesars and they gave it to me, I was hooked on that pizza then. So now it's just easy work for us because they are, our sponsor. They also have this amazing thing here. Happens to be one of my favorite. It's called Crazy Puffs and it's for the kids. And it's for the kids at heart. Basically, it's available in pepperoni, hula Hawaiian, and 3 cheese and herbs. It is a cupcake size pizza that when you bite it, it's a different level of taste and flavor. It's not like you're eating it's a pizza, but it has its own vibes, flavors, and energy going on. So thank you to Little Caesars. Also, this hour is sponsored by Aurora. Nisa in full concert, and this is the save the date graphics. All right, it's the 24th of May. Take your calendar right now out. Take your calendar on your phone, go to calendar like I am doing right now. Swipe across from February, March, April. See May the 24th. There it is in my phone. We want you to do the same thing. Save the date. Gonna give you more information about that, and of course, we want to all go down there in the thousands and support Nisa. Let me let you know this real quick. PayPal, if you want to support us and you want to send a donation, thank you so much. This is our PayPal information, and this is our Cash App information. Those of you all in New York, use Cash App alone. If you're not in New York and you're outside the United States, you can do PayPal. PayPal is worldwide because, this podcast is at an expense. And if you want to help us offset that, thank you so much.
Thank you, Ayola. I want to say that thousands of persons cannot come down to the venue because you'll be left outside.
That's correct.
All right, so when we get tickets and we give you the ticket information, make sure to get the tickets early because thousands of people cannot fit in the venue. All right? That's
good.
because you just use words but I know what you mean. Your heart's in the right place.
Thousands of people we were down there.
Your heart's in the right place, but it's a thousands.
How much this place is?
I don't know. I can't remember this.
But it's not thousands.
Exact time. No.
It's not thousands.
No, it's not thousands.
But yeah, so that means only had to get a ticket real quick, all right?
Trinicia says, are we going back to Nisha, right?
Yeah.
Trinicia says, it's real hard to be out here working or out there working and she's fallen in love with someone else. Maybe she has too much time on her hands. I say seek counseling and see how things go. As you say that, I remember
time on your hands thing.
I remember when was I working, boy?
You know what next bacchanal place is? Church.
In terms of what? Let me lose my story.
Go ahead.
It does really feel horrible when I remember when I was in a relationship and I had to be the one to go out and get what people might say a real job was, because I was doing music full time. And we couldn't meet, we still weren't able to make ends meet. And one of us had to make the decision to go out and work and whatever. I was the one, I made the decision to go and do the... Are you biting your nails rigorously?
Wow.
I hear it in the mic and it's throwing more.
Oh, my bad.
And you're just biting it like if you're on the you know?
Well, remember, I do have acrylic, you know.
Like
I
the
not
camera-
afford it to not buy my
The
nails.
camera on you, bro. You're just biting it, though.
But thank God I clean my nose now.
I just saying this song was a bit distracting.
Go ahead now.
Right. What I was saying, where I reached. So I went out and I did the 8 to 4. And the person that I was with at the time ended up doing the most. So when I saw Trinicia write that comment, I remember feeling like, oh my God, I am out here literally. I am the one that chose to leave and do the 8 to 4. And then you just having a grand old time, But I kind of believe that whether I was working or not, it depends on the person. Yes, if you're not around, it could open the door for people to have more freedom so that they could do what they want. But even if you're right there, the person, if they want to cheat, they can do the same thing. I just needed to share that. What you were saying about church?
A dangerous place. Somebody said time on the hand.
Oh, right. It's Trinicia, same comment we on.
Let me tell you something. A dangerous place is women who just live in church and the husband outside working and mightn't have the time to be in church as much. You see that? That is a real dread setup there. Church and all.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Women just end up with man in church.
I don't understand what you're saying.
What you don't understand?
I don't understand. Like
There are
it's
many
it's
families.
giving. It's giving.
It's giving facts.
No, not to me. But I want to respect what you're saying. So I don't like Reese's.
You know who she is?
No, I don't want anything sweet. So you're saying women doing what they're doing in church, the husband can't come to church.
Mm-hmm.
So
And they end up with a man in church.
But then, based on what you say, it shouldn't have any men in church because they're out there working. That's what I'm saying. It's giving weirdness. I don't understand what you're saying. It just feels it sounds like you're saying women they spend so much time in church and the men out there working that they cheat with men in church. And I'm like, but based on where I think you want your point to go, it cites that.
You know what I'm trying to say?
No, I don't actually. That's why I'm saying I don't understand.
You're trying to be difficult.
No, I'm really saying I don't understand.
There are men
So
who doesn't be
they're working.
And I didn't say all.
So they're working when Bible study going on in the night.
What?
Well, you had to help me. I don't understand what you're saying.
What do you mean?
I try to understand what you're saying. I'm asking questions. I don't mean anything. I try to understand what you're saying.
I've seen there are many instances where women are in church a lot more than men.
Right.
And there are some men, right, that will have to work.
Right.
And the woman that is in church end up with a church man. I didn't say all men working and that means all women in church too.
My peeve with this statement is that from my experience, for somebody making that statement, I've heard it met more with the men don't want to be in church. So
No,
the
they don't
women
want.
are more in church and they don't want to be in church.
No, they don't want.
I'm just citing that's from my side. That's the side I just hear. My husband don't want to come to church, but this is I am coming to church. And the qualities of the man in church is the qualities of the man she really wants in the first place. So that is she end up in a wingworm there.
I know a woman who thought she wanted the qualities of a man in church. I know what happened.
Plenty of we. A lot of us. So that is she is me and I am she. A man going to church don't mean nothing. Oh. Putting on a shirt and a tie and saying hello, Sister Pearl and all them things don't mean one thing. I rather you miss church and know God Or some of them going to church and they know God, so ease me up.
You know that now? 'cause
Ease me up. I know, yes, that's what I'm saying. I just said I am she and she's me. I just said that.
You did like church, man.
Yeah, because it appeared to be the safer bet.
You like man with shoot and gabardine pants.
And what you like?
Me? I like street girls.
Exactly.
I don't like
And you
street
just
girls.
want me to be loud and this, that, and the other.
I don't want you to be loud. I just want you to be. I just try to make you a little balanced because like you didn't know nothing.
I good. You understand?
Like you didn't know nothing. Like
God
you did,
made me.
you
And,
did out there.
and the
It's
stuff.
church.
Yeah.
I just say, come, let me just go a little lime.
But the lime did what? The lime didn't enhance my life, bro. The only thing that enhances my life is things that I do unto God and things that make sense in the social aspect of positive growth. You understand? So don't tell me balance is
You don't sound like a boring person
that-
already.
but
But
I'm not
enhance
saying
like.
let me be boring.
Let me go for a line.
Let me be boring and end up where I'm supposed to end up. Because people who like too much of speed, just end up in bad things. I miss nothing.
I didn't say speed.
I just allowed you to allow me to experience something, but give me a chance. I'm not interested in that, bro.
I didn't say speed.
Why go for me? Eh? I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in that.
You're not interested in what? A line?
I don't need how you saying it about the balance, but balance of what? The
We're
balance of
interested.
what?
You're not interested in a line?
You know I lime.
I ask you a question.
You know I lime, I don't care for it. You know I lime, but I'm a homebody. All I'm saying is you try to teach me balance. Balance of what? I did go out. I always went out. I would always have limes, but the balance you talking about is to take me away from the generalized.
Away?
To the generalized.
Wait, pause. Watch your words. Take it away? Who taking you away?
What
from?
what I meant was to open. So in your mind, you think you're opening me up to show me that, okay, this is not this is not that. And I'm agreeing that not everything is whatever. So I'm understanding what you're saying, but I'm saying it did not make me a better or worse person. It just gave me an experience
Yeah.
that did not have any bearing on the person that I know God wants me to be. You understand what I'm saying? And had no bearing on that for me at all, bro.
You go see.
But what go and see?
What I'm talking about?
We're talking about if I didn't see it yet.
Janisha says, backs it up with JD. Like Nisa. Nisa, watch your words, please.
What words, boy? About balance.
And there's
I real good. Shooting pool, having a drink, wearing a short pants.
a short pants.
I just saying, things that people might think, well, you're boring for, like you never do now. You understand? I did a lot of things that it's like, okay, you want to try bungee jumping? Yeah, okay, let me try bungee jumping. And then I go when I wake up in the morning, I'm the same person. I think people just get tied up in thinking that because people are church people, everything's supposed to work out a particular way, but it don't always work because somebody in church. So when you said what you said, I was just like, eh. And women do want godly men. But some of them same godly men is suit and tie. They don't really know God. It's a facade. It's a facade. I shall be go out a lot. It's not my thing.
What she said? I understand Nisa though, but the saved woman can win over the husband through righteous living, not necessarily living in church.
Yeah, I am not a church rat. I think you didn't call Ayana a church. No, you call her Donna a church rat. I am not a church rat.
Donna isn't a church rat.
You called her a church rat.
Yeah, because
she in praise team. She in this
No, but
team.
seriously, let me tell you something. She too, Aisha. Them is church rats. But what I'm saying is this, right?
I don't like you don't call people church rats, please.
No, I'm meaning that they are more church girls. Not that they do go out, because we go out, they know that.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something. I still thank God for you because if you was not willing at all to say, well, yeah, I'm going out and do a little dinner, a little sports club, a little whatever, at all. That might be dangerous
For who?
for our relationship, not ours. I think it could be dangerous because guess what will happen? You know how much families I see in church? Woman be like, you see me, I love the church and I do. They become so church and house that they're not interested. They don't want to go outside. They don't want to do nothing. You understand? And it could get that extreme that a man say, well, I want to do things. And then she said, well, go by yourself. No, but no attitude, you know. Just like, well, you could go and do that. You understand? When that happens in both situations, even in church, because now a woman saying she meet a man now who in church too, and he loved church at the time because them they end up switching up too, let me just say. And then she get involved with somebody in a church. And then the man say, well, I like to do little things other than that. And he end up meeting somebody. I think it's dangerous.
That's why you're supposed to know who you're with. That's what I'm saying. You're supposed to know who you're with. If your companion and you are compatible on a particular level, then you're compatible on a particular level. If you literally could like the same things and you get through there, you get through there.
That's why you have to know. Yeah, you have to know who you're with.
That's the point.
So at that point, persons could probably just, I don't know.
And you can't leave out the fact that people change.
People change.
People change. The older you get, people change.
So based on Christian values and the laws now, what do you do? Do you go to the courthouse and say, well, I changed, I need a divorce? That's not how the church set up. The church will tell you, hey, keep your backside in that relationship and all you figure that out.
The backside?
Sorry. All you figure that out. Because we can't go every time somebody change. People could change in 6 months, you know.
People change in a week.
People could change 10 years, 13. Most time it's 13 years. So that's the sweet figure day.
The sweet figure to what? To change? Because I heard
Did they
5.
say after
I heard 5.
Die them and no. Die 5.
I heard 5,
7.
7.
The 13 is the real test. 20. Then the numbers, you see people after 20 and thing, most likely you don't hear them stories. But you see
because
that 13,
they're more settled or accepting.
them don't accept you, whatever. But you see that 13 and then that 20.
13 is a long time to change on somebody, you know?
Well, that real, watch man, there are real people out here
13 years and you change
who's
on the
starting
man.
over at 20 years and on 13.
That's crazy.
Look at the situation close to me there.
Close to you there?
You know what I'm talking about?
Close to you there?
Anyway, so yeah, look at that. He switch up.
Who's that, boy?
Hold on there. Yeah. Nice Christian thing. He switch up. He gone. He outside.
Delano is correct. He says Jesus Christ attended a wedding feast, so nothing is wrong with a little recreation. Of course, you must
have some women
must
in
have
church
recreation.
just get pull back now again. See me pull them back.
I did pull back, JD.
Yeah, and let me tell you something. Why did it catch a lot of women too? Because we women are emotional. And church is an emotional place. There's a lot of crying, a lot of worship. You understand?
I don't understand your point, JD Celia.
Church catch a lot of women because they are emotional, and church is an emotional place. There's a lot of worship that's emotional. There's a lot of crying. There's a lot of testimony. There's a lot of that. Not saying that men don't be in church, but women they just want to be in church more. You understand? Majority. That's why in homes and families, you see the woman in this, in that, in this, in that, they're always in the church. And the man is still fine sometimes. They go and play football, line with the niggas, line with the friends and them, and whatever, and still have a women just give church is still in their life. And then it is just start to see.
But I know a lot of young church women who have a lot of balance. They go on guild trips, this, that, and the other. They lime, they take all the pictures, thing.
I'm not saying all, I understand, but when you do the majority, when you do a ratio check, women is be the one who
You're
is-
sounding like the Holy Spirit upon you right now. I feel you should stay a little longer because you doesn't handle generally. You just be very wild with your mouth. I like it.
I have a fire in me, you know. You understand? I have a fire in me. It just ain't normal.
Cohen says these women does be crying in church because they know what they did and doing. That is the most madness, bro. I do not appreciate that.
Yeah, we going way off topic, Hayden, and we wrapping up anyhow. The man getting hard, please. Yeah, but we coming out to closing thoughts anyhow. Back to the closing thoughts of the topic, all right?
All right. Thanks for the clear up there with the tall man repairs. Gotcha.
Yeah, so closing thoughts. Let me check the date for next week. Please go on one time. I think next week, Saturday is camp.
Carnival Saturday, so we won't be here. Simple as that.
We won't be
Don't
here.
need to labor. And
We won't be here. I would just go live and touch just to say
you never
we'll
know.
do a little live.
You never know.
Yeah,
But
we'll
we
do
ain't
a little.
We ain't gonna be here.
We won't be here, right? But we will do a little live to show where we is
Pop,
or
yeah,
wherever.
let me see something.
That kind of. Watching it.
Pop one hand now, God. You see, midlife crisis. What are you doing that for?
I would
I
have
just
done
looking
that
to
even
see-
in my 20s.
Your hand looking, my hand real short, boy.
What's
I
it
just
short?
looking like a midget. Watch my hand, huh?
You're short. Get up and show them your outfit.
Why?
Because it look nice.
It's not an outfit, it's just a shirt and a pants.
Yep, nah.
Come
Get up
on.
and show them that, man.
Come yourself.
Take a little walk then, girl.
I am bloated.
Closing thoughts. I think, you want me to go first?
Let me go first now.
Don't stay long, eh? Because I want to go and get the Little Caesars pizza.
Papa, yo. All right, let me see how fast I can do this. First of all, I want to say that now men writing here a lot, right? But I feel sorry for this guy because he trying to live right. Not saying that men don't try to live right, but according to JD, the ratio, it is be kind of weird, you know. To be told that your wife loves somebody else. The weirder part of me is that it is a year after. He knows that, so they're not willing to get divorced or anything. She just needed to get it off her chest. It begs me to wonder if a lot of us think about the things that we think we need to do. I feel like sometimes people talk without thinking and share things without thinking. I'm not saying that she should have hidden it or anything like that. But now that you know, knowing could make you sick if you don't deal with the knowledge, what the knowledge could cause. You know, you could really end up going mad. And I think you need to share with your wife exactly how you feel. If you haven't done that as yet, that's important. She needs to know that it's not okay. You are not okay. You're not okay. You understand? And it's okay to not have all the answers as well. People were saying something is missing, that women don't just do things like that all the time. But, the guy did say that he's not really home a lot. It's not your fault, so we get it. But at the end of the day, this is your reality. And in order to not go insane, I do think you, just as she need to clear, what she said, get off your chest, you need to get your reality off your chest as well. Because a lot of us stay in relationships because of fear. And when I say fear, especially if there's God involved, a lot of us fear leaving situations that are not healthy for us because somebody would look at you as a divorcee or whatever the case is. But when you weigh these scales, like what making more sense to you? To keep up appearances or to be free? And to live a life where you deserve to be loved wholly and solely. I think that's better. You did not mention counseling. He didn't mention counseling. So if you didn't try that, you could probably try that and see what the psychologist or the therapist saying. I don't know how to work through. Well, she says she love he and she love me. I don't know. You need to talk them things out loud and feel uncomfortable.
Is it that a year passed and she's still in love with your cousin?
Well, he didn't say she out of love. He just says a year after the fact, and this is where he is now. He never tell nobody nothing, whatever. But so all they talk that out, like talk it out, how you really feel and thing, and then see where your actions are supposed to lead. I don't believe. You know why? When I was in my last situation, I was one of the women who, despite what I was seeing, I was just saying, God, 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 God. But it still didn't help my situation. People made their choices and they did what they needed to do to live the life that they wanted to live. And then I had to pick up the pieces. So I'm not saying I was totally innocent, but a lot of times the persons who are totally responsible for the breakdown of situations, they are the ones who get to show out and live the life that they want to live. It's very strange, this life. So I'm thinking, before you get embarrassed because she end up leaving you, I don't want to sound like I'm advocating for divorce or anything like that, but I'm saying, look at these scales, and it's okay to choose yourself at times. You have one life to live. I don't know if that was wrong to say, but that's me there.
All right. Yeah, that was nice. Very good there, Nisa.
Jacksonville said we really don't know the real story. That was his side. Now we want her side. That would be weird. Like if we could talk back and say,
yeah.
where's your wife in all of this? Like, where's her side?
So, my closing thoughts are these, all right? Based on what he said, that his job takes him away,
Yeah.
all right? So if his job takes him away, probably somewhere along the lines, he neglected. There was neglect on her behalf.
Neglect is such a strong word for somebody doing what
Yeah.
he's supposed to do.
Well, no, I'm not saying because this is what he's supposed to do. That's his job. But if you know your job keeps you away, you ought to now try to figure out, okay, I'm already away. Let me try to make up in different. All right, so check this out. You know, it can have some people who the job keep them away and then it's just, they still don't have no time for you?
The man says, my job sometimes takes me away from home a lot, but I always show up and make sure my lady never feels too lonely or forgotten.
Oh, God.
That's what he said. You didn't hear that? So that's
No,
almost
well, I thought
that
he
is
was
almost
neglecting her. Yeah. So
that is
she
almost
just
an indication of.
no, but she just
You see,
what he cousin then.
He living in a reality that he thinks is reality, but it's not.
What you mean it's not?
His reality is that they were okay. He thought he was showing up enough, even though he
Well-
was working, and he's still in his
Well,
words.
based on what we have, in his words,
That's what I
he
said, in
he
his
always
reality.
showing up and
Correct.
whatever. So we have to take that as true,
That's what I'm saying. It's
and
his
we have to
reality.
take that as what it was. So she just and so what he said. So she just greedy then. Well, not greedy. What I'm saying is she just wanted the cousin.
I don't agree, but go ahead.
Continue again
What I mean,
from there. I want to give a
all
proper
he said
closing
was,
thought.
my job sometimes takes me away from home a lot, but I always show up, make sure my lady never feels too lonely or forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel nervous or as if I can't trust my wife when I'm off working, because my wife could always just slide in by my family or with her friends or anything.
Right. Continue now. I want to give a proper thing as
This
we
is
go in.
where I'm going here is him describing the story now.
Go ahead.
There's one of my cousins, my wife and I are very close with. He's much younger. So the thought of anything strange never crossed my mind. As we all know, man and woman together, even if his family could end up in problems. Long story short, my wife admitted to me last year that she fell in love with him over time, as he was around, observant, and he listens to her. She could speak to him about everything. I've been trying to keep it together. No one knows anything. She just said she needed to get it off her chest. But
Right.
she is committed to our marriage.
Yeah. Well, so here to do. I would say I would have a conversation with her now and say, so how you feel about this thing? How you feel about this man now, my cousin? And if she say, well, she's still in love with him and she could talk about him with everything and this and that, I say, well, but you're committed to this marriage. No, you're not committed to this marriage, right? You want to be with my cousin, so let me know what you want to do. You want to file, you file it, no, I file it.
Why you say she not committed?
You can't just say that and you telling me you could talk to my cousin about everything and he's the one that's listen and this and that and you're in love with him. So watch man, when you're in love with him. But you're committed to this, you know why you're committed to the marriage? Because I probably making more money than he. You probably have a better security and whatever. So you want to have your cake and eat it,
So
which is fine. But I am letting you know now, You can't. So make a decision.
I wonder if she wanted him to make the decision.
Could be all that too. So I asking you, do you want to? And if she say no, I say, well, you have an ultimatum. Do you choose him or me? And if she say,
she can't
I
choose.
can't.
She can't choose. Anyway, yeah, I got
Yeah, because she's still in love with this dude. Remember, everybody being super honest.
But I'm not gonna do nothing about that because the whole family wouldn't. They are not seeing based on what he say. Family close, this that. They're not going to work out for them.
That's her problem. That's a her problem, not a me problem. I am just saying now, thank you for sharing. You let me know wherever and wherever. Right? What do you want to do? Well, I still love him and I want to stay with you. That's not an option. What option number 2? Cut it out?
The more you talk, I see in the side of, because he did say she want to get it off her chest. But now I'm thinking, get it off your chest so that I overreact and probably get it, like, leave. But then it's messy because then people would know. People would know.
It's
That's
off your chest.
embarrassing.
No, it's off your chest now. Okay? You need it to come. What you want to off your chest now? You wanted to let somebody know. You came to let me know. All right? Now that I know, I need to get something off my chest. You cannot have it both.
I like that.
Choose. Well, I don't want to stay with he. That was just a mistake and a whatever, and I could understand that. Fine. Mistakes, whatever, good. Now let's move forward. But we can't move forward with you telling me you still love he.
Yeah, that's weird. That's what he asked.
And it's all good.
How do you stay in a situation?
So we don't stay in a situation. We don't stay in a situation. I'm giving you the first option before I bust your throat.
JD don't say that now. Cohen says, and we, wait it, oh gosh, and we men who's away on work, we just have we side cake. I think he playing the victim. Jacksonville, don't wake
Well,
him
if
up
we
now.
super honest
Don't
and you
wake him
say,
up. Don't wake him up.
If you super honest and we say, well, look, I just getting it off my chest, you love him. I said, well, all right, cool. Well, do you think that I should have somebody now that I could love too? Can we do that? How about that? And if you say, nah, I said, well.
Why are you watching me like that?
Like how? What? I'm watching you. Wow.
Talk, yes, boy.
So that's my closing thought. I think he should have a conversation with her, find out where she is now. It's a year after, and if that lady says, "I'm still in love with your cousin," and yada yada, I will say, "Okay, fine. What do you want to do? I don't want to leave you. I'm staying with you." That's not an option. Option number 2: do you want to be with him? No. Do you want to stay in this relationship? Yes. Okay. And if we're staying in the relationship, there are now things that we need to do to move forward.
Check this point that Lou made. She says maybe cousin said you have to let him know so we could move forward.
All that too. You just never
I didn't even
know.
think about that until yeah.
And so now everybody's super thing, right? Let's go. Or if we want to be real carnal, okay, if you're staying in this thing and you love my cousin, I go in and find somebody to fall in love with too. And don't ask me my business.
Oh, come on.
And me go ask you no business.
All right, so now you're going overboard.
You know, it
'cause-
have all types of relationships, right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I just can't see it, so.
There are many different type of relationships people function on here. You understand? And now it have the narrative that if you be very open in your relationship about what you really want and the next person could understand and they allow it, it makes them, the marriage, tighter. And you know, surveys saying them people are in them relationship more happy than people who in traditional marriages.
Yeah, John Survey says the wages of sin is death and hellfire.
I know, but
will-
just letting you know now.
And I go,
That's
yeah,
what's going on
let's
now.
get it together.
That's what's going on now.
Well, now is the time.
The traditional marriage
Now
going on
is
the
the
drain because
time.
people is saying how they feel and who's saying how they want and
And
wherever
this is
and
the
wherever.
thing,
And that's the party.
This is the thing with humans, right? I am an advocate for people and their feelings. If you feel your thing, I'm not telling you you don't feel it, right? But at the end of the day, and again, this is going to be a churched statement. We were born in sin and shaped in iniquity. which means our very feelings can be feelings that lead us astray. Not because you feel something, it means it's a God feeling. Doesn't mean it's a right feeling. So JD before was talking about slapping people. You feel to slap somebody. That doesn't mean that you should. Because it may, in some instances, go against some law, something.
True.
You can't just put your hands on people because you feel like it. And to me, it's the same thing with humans and the emotions. So not because you feel something, it makes it correct. Especially if you are connected to people and places. We work in Guardian Media. Because we work at Guardian Media, not everything, we have to now look at the things we say and do and how we act because we represent a bigger thing.
What had to do with my closing thoughts?
Oh God, JD, you and I was talking back and forth. No, because I'm talking, you're doing that. That's
No,
not right.
no. I just get a little show off like, wait a minute.
But you don't do that because we both ended up talking like this. You can't do that to me. That's embarrassing. I didn't jump in, you think?
No, but I didn't talk in your closing thoughts.
But we ended up talking, bro.
Okay, go ahead.
Nah, I not say nothing. I good.
Finish now.
Nah, I good.
Go ahead now, man.
Nope.
See, now you're doing.
No, because how it happened was a natural communication of words. And
I know, I just catch myself like, wait a minute, you doing our whole closing thoughts all over again?
No, I'm not doing our closing thoughts. We were talking and talk lead to talk.
Finish your thing, huh?
Nah.
Your husband talk to you being defiant, or?
Defiant, you know big words conveniently.
You're not a Proverbs 31 woman? You need to follow them rules.
What that have to do with anything?
Nothing. Just feel like saying it. That's what I'm talking about. But that's my closing thoughts. He need to have a sit with her, find out where she is. You understand? Give her the option. Really fight, allow her to find out what she want to do and then do it. But she doesn't get to have a man wondering you with your cousin and you're still in love with he and whatever, and you did like a mux. Like it's muxy season.
Why watching me for? Trying to not say nothing in your closing thoughts. You're watching me. Me say nothing. I ain't even a filming.
Finish.
And not a filming and not clapping and not doing nothing.
Oh, so I can give you your
clap?
flowers.
No, because I was going to say yeah, but I didn't know if the yeah would turn into our next statement, and then you say, I just watching you.
Yeah,
make sure you
talk
make
too
sure
much.
Make sure you swallow and you burp.
You know women just talk too much, right?
Whatever you say, bro.
You don't know that.
I am not adding anything to what you're saying.
But do you know that though?
I don't know anything.
Wow. See? No, she know that. Right? Me and woman.
Don't come and hug me up after, I'll take him 5 minutes for that very public embarrassment.
Did you just feel embarrassed?
What's that?
You just feel embarrassed?
That's
babe?
a question I can answer because I want to make sure. I want to make sure that I could answer your question.
Lou says, JD, why you lash out? Guys, let me look at the bus out here.
You believe that? Let me bust out after this. A horn is a horn only if you take it on?
Yes.
Papa, yo.
Yes, I do believe that.
I've learned a lot from these commenters here.
That is a very wide. It's under the umbrella or the family tree of what you don't know don't hurt you. It's very much similar. A horn is a horn only if you take it on.
I find you wasn't too bad tonight, so no. I like the, wear your hat to the back a little more often. I know if it's
what you don't know, don't.
Oh, sorry.
Hurt
I'm going to talk when you're talking.
Why do not know?
No, when people ball up at me, I describe why.
I didn't ball up at you.
You
I
ball
just
up
catch
at
myself.
me,
I see, but you going down a hole.
You didn't see my spirit on the ground there? I shame, It's only my flesh talking to it right now. I shame on the ground there in the corner there.
I catch myself. I say, wait, you gone now?
I shame.
I only hear pop. Wait.
Pap. I shame on the ground. I ain't talking I don't talking too much already.
You see?
And they ain't even laughing.
Can we leave?
Yeah, that's a question I can answer.
Yes.
Let me go.
Right? You're lucky to have a man to tell you like back in the days in church, hush him out while, you understand?
I don't know if I could respond. I could respond to that. Okay. All right. I'm playing for slips.
Thank you so much for watching another episode of JD's Vlog. My name is JD.
My name is Nisa.
And this has been Friday Bacon Live. Shoo! Every single Saturday, 7:30 p.m. It's around the season, so we bob and weave to make sure we come through. So next week, Saturday, please God, we
might come through in a different way.
We might come through in a different way.
We're going to see how it goes.
But we definitely going to come through, right? Julia says, love you guys. You're too funny.
Hi, Julia. Bye, Julia.
Of course, if you want to connect with us during the week, you can from Monday to Friday, every day from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. We are on Sky 99.5 FM Reloaded. As a matter of fact, let me just show you real quick. We are on this here.
Taking you through the traffic with a smile and plenty laughter. It's the Gridlock with JD Nisa on Sky 99.5 FM Reloaded.
You can listen to Sky if you're international. You can listen to Sky on. Let me show you how easy it is. Just come across here, SKY. Sky 99.5 FM streaming. Anyone, just type in that in Google and you're going to see it there, right? Sky 99.5 FM. Let me show you. Should I show them real quick?
You can go ahead. Somebody's asking how many shares on my food.
Mm-hmm.
So we have 22 shares. Thank you guys for 22 shares.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
All right, so there, you see? There we go. So you can either use the one on top, Trinidad radio stations. Just type in Sky 995 FM, right? And then you can use the one on top. Or if you want to see us in studio, you could use the second one below, which is the TBC Radio Network. You could click on that one. So if you want to take a little screenshot of this real quick or a picture, and that is how you can be with us on work every Monday to Friday from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. It's kind of like the podcast, but with music, inspirational, spiritual, full.
It's Christian. It's Christian radio, so it's not the podcast.
It's not the podcast, all right? But we are who we are on the podcast. But,
yeah.
But radio it's much, and it's beautiful gospel music too. We have hip hop, we have R&B, we have dancehall, we have worship, we have all of that. Really have a good time. So most of you all who are here, just listen to us on a Monday to Friday. But if you didn't know, now you know Monday to Friday.
Sadie says she's over there. She watches. She listens. Sorry. Melissa, thank you for the compliment. Thank you for everybody. As we said, it's the season. You didn't have to be here, but you chimed in with us because it's no fun talking to yourself, right? So thank you guys for
how much
spending Saturday night with us.
Yeah, how much you always be listening to us on radio? Just
you don't know when to go home.
All right, cool.
It's the same thing before you get married. I so watch you when we was just dating. He on live every minute. He live home. I going now. A whole hour. He still. You just say we going. You're talking.
Right. Okay. We out. Cool. Me here and everybody. We out. All right. So check us out Monday to Friday. Sky 99.5 FM Reloaded, and we go on.
You have to tell them what color your foot is too. Only have a good night.
Bible. Next week I'll do this survey to find out how many of our leaders be with us on a Monday to Friday. Enjoy the pizza. Thank you. We're going for it now. We out. Bye, Jillian. Easy, Jillian. Later. Bye.
Your cream of foot for me. It's a little dry. I thought you was going to take off this stupid thing.
Later.
Pizza.
Podcast. Read all about it. When it comes to podcasting, we are number one. All these sponsors ready, the big steps ready, the internet above the shut. Welcome to the Friday. Hey, Arima.
Hey, Digo.
Hey, Brooklyn.
Big up Canada.
Hey, Caroline.
Down in Tobago.
Shady life. UK, London, shady life. Everybody the shady life. Why?
Friday in the place.
Random singing.
Friday in the place.
Take your phone on.
Shady life.
Hey, dog.
Shady life. Debbie.
Patrina.
Shady life. Jacksonville. Shady life.
Todd, Shellyan.
Shady life. Sadie and Joanna. Shady life.
Everybody just shady life. Friday.
And
Line. Start the show.
Babla people like you know.